Friday, and
Wow. Friday.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second, actually. I've got an idea about that.
All right.
And welcome to the Pagey Train. Today we have in the studio Deren Presley, singer, a tribute artist. Welcome to the show, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me along.
Yeah, not a problem, man. I must say, before we get into how I met you and, get bashing away at the past,
Yeah.
the reason I saw you online during COVID, during the, I think it was the first 6 weeks.
Yep.
Where, some people were putting stuff online, but you were straight on there. You were straight on there doing Elvis.
Yep. Doing those live feeds.
Oh, man, you put a smile on my dial.
Thank you.
I tuned in. I'm like, man, this kid's got it going on. This is a lot of fun.
Got to do something.
Yeah, totally. What drove you to do that?
Okay, well, since I was a kid, since about the age of 4, my grandparents got me into Elvis, and crazy enough, I loved it. Loved it so much. Maybe 2 years ago, I realized you could do it as a job, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I did my research, looked at other tribute artists, and wanted to make it a bit more me. So put some more character in there. And that's how it came along.
Yeah, so how long have you been doing it now? Like, not long, but about a year?
Not long, a year, yeah.
Man, you've been climbing that ladder real quick.
Slowly.
I reckon you're doing all right.
Thank you. Well, just recently also I got a manager, so and she's been helping me out, giving me gigs, and so it's better like that. So
man, if you're getting a manager, you got stuff going on.
Yeah, you do.
Clearly. But I think look, we all took that major kick to the balls, known as Corona, COVID, whatever.
19.
The year that we wish to delete.
Yep.
I think before that you're getting some like real momentum going.
Yeah, everything started going for me, and then unfortunately COVID hit, and bam.
Yeah.
Everything was gone in a click.
Yeah. I think we all of us had shows booked, and you just see those big red X's out there.
Yeah, like a lot of entertainers out there booked, and basically if you're booking, you book a year ahead. And so these people have booked a year ahead in advance, and boom, they find out no more shows. So yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people have been going through a lot of hardships, and because for some people this is their only income, and it's scary.
Yeah, man. Well, I've got a lot of friends that do what you do, whether they're tribute artists or solo artists, mostly singers.
Yeah.
And man, they are feeling the pinch. I had a friend who just he built a recording studio in the bottom of his house, was doing self-produced work, about to release his album. Oh, COVID.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sucks. Honestly, sucks.
It does, man. It really does. But I think there's a silver lining in there.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because you think, they take the shows away, right? And then are they going to come back? Are you going to? Are we going to bounce back as an entertainment industry?
Yeah.
Is it going to work?
Hard. Nothing's going to be the same, I reckon. Anyway.
I reckon there's a little bit of a spin.
I don't know.
Hear me out. I reckon.
All right, come on.
I reckon there's a bit of a spin out there, and I thought it was something in the news the other day that really started to trigger this along for me again. It's been come up on the show a few times. Talk to a few musicians, and you're like, all right, start speculating. How's this going to work out?
Yeah.
Are we going to have venues again?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, because that's the biggest problem, right?
That's the biggest problem.
Can we get people into a room?
Yeah.
And because if you can't get people in a room, can't buy a ticket, can't pay everyone.
No.
That's essentially how it works.
Yeah.
So, but you'd have a lot of, pre-COVID, you'd have a lot of, foreign acts coming to Australia, coming to cities.
Yeah.
And international acts aren't coming here for, like, how long is it going to, like, just
long time, yeah.
It's going to be a year, 2 years,
at
maybe?
least.
At least before we get foreign acts back into Australia. So there's a lot of platforms out there, a lot of vacant space.
Yeah.
So I reckon there's going to be a bit of a resurgence for Aussie artists to get on stage.
Hopefully.
Because the demand is there.
Yeah.
Let me blow your mind.
All right, go ahead.
I was researching this today by accident. Well, I don't know. How do you research by accident? I'm not sure. But I came along this information today, and you look at the mining industry's worth, so many $1 billion.
Yeah.
The sporting industry is worth so many $1 billion. The sporting industry, I think, is $4 billion. Right?
All right. Wow.
Like cricket, football.
Crazy.
10-pin bowling, curling, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? entertainment industry, $12 billion.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, right?
Yeah.
You'd never think that because we all work for so little money sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. That's very crazy.
So we need to look after it.
Yeah.
Because it's a draw card. Because if you think about it, when someone goes to your show, right,
Yeah.
they're buying a meal.
Yep.
They're getting a drink.
Yep.
They've paid a ticket.
Yep.
They've probably paid for some parking.
Yep.
They drove on the tolls to get there.
Yep.
Right? There's so much money that circulates out of just a performance.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's not even calculated in that $12 billion.
Nah.
All right, so it's actually bigger than that again.
Yeah.
So I reckon there's going to be a desire for it as long as we get the ability to do it again.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I reckon anyway, entertainers, they're just called to quits. So, and I'm like, don't quit now. Don't quit now.
Get online, start connecting with your audience.
Yeah, that's what I started to do.
You're smashing it. You're smashing it.
But you don't want to do it too often, otherwise...
don't burn it up.
Yeah, or otherwise you're giving your whole show away, which was a problem as well that I found.
Yeah.
So I was up there doing 1 hour shows and bam, got a big audience. And then you do it too often to a point where it's only like 6-7 people watching. So I basically do 10-minute shows here and there.
That's actually another really good idea. That's a good bit of good advice, I reckon, because they're all bite-sized.
Exactly. Yeah,
We like the
bit of a
bite-sized
teaser.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them wanting. Don't
Yeah,
give
exactly,
it all. Don't give it all over.
There you go.
That's great advice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Again, though, I've listened to a few of your shows.
Yep.
Man, and because I'll have a headset on, I'll be walking around the house, and I'll start singing along. And Missy's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm listening to Deren Presley, man. Look, he's got some good shit going. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, man. I've been there doing the dishes. Falling in love. Falling with you. No, it's been a hoot, man. I think you were onto something really early. And yeah, I think that's a good point, though. Burning out your audience. It happens in local gigs as well.
Yeah.
When you
exactly.
You need to move around.
Yeah.
And the internet, you can't exactly move around. It's the internet, right?
Yeah, you're kind of restricted, especially with your audience. But yeah, we have surprisingly got a few shows coming up, even though it is COVID time.
Yeah, I saw you advertising.
So yeah,
I've seen a few guys advertising. So let's get right into it. Where are these shows happening, man?
All right. So so we just had a few.
Yeah.
And it's been very strict due to COVID. So no going up and touching the audience or no jumping on tables and dancing as I do.
Well, that's all a part of the craft, man. That's stage presence, right?
There you go. I feel very restricted with just staying on that stage and not being able to move around. But then again, it's what you can do with your character. I believe anyway. And if that character can knock it off and, do all that on the stage without having to interfere with audience members, you're doing well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that anyway.
Another good bit of advice, man. That's
there you go.
Yeah, bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Yeah. No, I think the same thing. Like, I've played on so many small stages. Yeah. Unfortunately, not so many big ones.
Yeah.
We've
all been there.
Yeah, we all have. And sometimes you can't leave the stage.
Yeah.
Because, I'm at another spectrum of singing where I'm, like, screaming into a microphone doing heavy metal. Yeah. But usually I like to get off stage and go up to people and scream in their face because everyone's wearing denim bloody vests and
Do you ever dive into the audience?
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Oh, nice.
It's not as cool as you think it would be. You're at risk of injury. I've gotten older.
Unfortunately, I can't do that. All the old ladies.
Love me tender. Yeah.
Ambulance.
Yeah, no, it's a different experience. It's a different show.
Yeah.
It's a different show.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a bit weird not doing the audience interaction.
Yeah, because you get to go up to them and, give the mic to them, let them sing a few lines.
God, you can't share a microphone.
I know.
Damn it. Yeah. So, what was the recent show that you've just done?
So the recent show was my dinner show. So obviously due to COVID, you can't really go moving around. So basically, I made it a dinner show so everyone stays seated. You get fed,
Yeah.
and you just watch the show, as they did, in the 70s and
Yeah,
80s.
that's how they used to do it, right?
Yeah, so
That's all the gangster movies. That's how they do it.
You're sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it went really well. We obviously distanced people in their groups, and no one really got up unless they had to go bathroom. And it was really good. I was able to just walk down the aisle, obviously not touching anyone or keeping my distance and stuff.
Keeping your bubble.
My bubble,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
COVID bubble.
Unfortunately.
Well, no, not a COVID bubble, but a non-COVID bubble.
A non-COVID.
Yeah.
Don't want to tell them it's COVID
Yeah,
bubble.
I'm walking around with a COVID bubble. Don't worry, you're safe. Just don't come in.
Don't want to do that.
Oh, man, it's a crazy world, though, isn't it?
Yeah, these times. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I was talking to Misty the other day.
Yeah.
And I guess we're just, we've been lucky in Australia, right? We haven't had anything really major. We've had droughts, of course, which are devastating, bushfires, which are devastating. But we've never been a part of in our generation at least, a really major global event. There's been no World War.
Exactly.
This is unfortunately our thing
Yeah.
that we'll talk about for the next 20 years. Like, where were you during COVID? Well, I was inside.
Back in my age.
Back in the early 20s, that's where we're going to end up going.
Yeah, unfortunately. But, you just keep moving on.
Yeah, that's the go, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's got to move on. I think I got to a point where I was over being over it.
Yeah.
Because you get over it.
Yeah, you do.
And then I was over being over it. I'm like, so over being over this.
It's crazy. It just gets into your head, and because you don't know what's out there. And like you're always taking risks leaving your house, I guess.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do to make your living.
Well, I'm doing. I try to do COVID in a little bit of style.
Yeah.
So I've got a really good face mask.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not just your standard surgical one.
Yeah.
It's and I've been looking online at some bandanas.
Yeah.
Because I like
Ooh, yep. I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, a bit of bandit action. But then I found ones where you don't have to tie the bandana. It just looks like one. I'm like, it's like a clip-on tie, but
Did you get
face. No, I haven't bought it yet.
Oh, come on.
Those ones are a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Like $24. But and that was a free delivery.
Yeah.
Come on, Ross. Just buy it.
Come on.
Come on, dude.
What's stopping you?
But doing research on you though.
Yeah.
You are the only tribute artist for Paul Anka.
Yeah. So that just came this year.
Yeah.
I knew of Paul Anka when I was little. Never did any research, nothing like that. But early this year, someone told me to sing this song at karaoke. It was a Paul Anka song. I was like, yeah, sure. Did it, and it was a big hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, maybe I can make something of this.
Yeah.
And I looked into my research, and I don't think anyone in the world's doing it, but we don't know. So, but I do know that no one in Australia is doing it.
Yeah.
So,
man. That's a good ticket.
we gave it the title to me as the first and only tribute artist in Australia.
Yeah, grab it. It's yours.
I took it. So yeah, I did a lot of research.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was amazing to see what this guy lived through. He met Elvis. He's met all these big names, and he wrote a lot of music.
A shit ton.
A shit ton. He's written over 400 songs.
A lot of people wouldn't know who he is.
Exactly, yeah.
But you would buy his movies or buy his music. Well,
Yeah.
not his movies, but his music.
Soundtracks.
Yeah, soundtracks,
Yeah. So, and some of his biggest hits, like he's written songs for Tom Jones. He has written a song for Elvis, I believe. Has he? I'll have to get back to you on that one. I think he has.
I need a Google guy back. It's about a Google guy. We can get the Google guy in. I'm sure you're probably right, though.
He probably has. Elvis has probably covered one of his songs.
Well, everyone knows an Elvis song.
Yeah.
And everyone knows who Elvis is.
Yeah.
But the strange thing with Paul Anka is that you wouldn't know who he is until you heard his song.
Exactly. Okay, now this just came to my mind. He has written the English lyrics for My Way.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So, and Elvis covered that, obviously.
Oh, well, okay.
And Sinatra.
So we figured a way around that. Technically,
yeah.
has written a song that Elvis has performed. So he did it my way.
It was originally by, I think, the French. And Paul Anka took it away, and he wrote the English
Okay.
lyrics. And I think he did that song as well with a Spanish guy. Don't remember his name. As you do.
Yeah, well, hey guys, comment and put in the comments. Tell us who it is.
There you go.
No, well, I think My Way would be one of the most sung karaoke songs in history, right?
Yeah, probably most famous.
Yeah, like if you go into a karaoke bar, you're going to hear that song.
It's like, oh fuck, My Way.
This song.
Oh wait, can we swear?
No, fuck no.
Okay, fuck.
Do you know we've been swearing the entire time?
Have we?
Yeah.
I haven't even noticed.
That's okay. Look, we drink beer on the show, smoke cigars on the show, drink scotch.
There you go.
Drink water. We drink everything.
Who said this was water?
Oh,
It's vodka.
Yeah. Straight up. He's hardcore, ladies and gentlemen. No. But yeah, man, he's an impressive dude.
Yeah,
Really,
amazing.
Man, I think you're onto something gold there because you are doing a good job at it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So he's actually currently in his late 70s.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently he actually saw one of my videos on Instagram.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he commented. So it was pretty cool.
That is awesome,
so
man.
he was like, thanks, Darren, love this, whatever. Not gonna lie, I was fangirling.
But you would though, totally. Oh my god,
Paul Anka.
Yeah, but you're doing his music, his likeness, and do a tribute, and then have the tribute contact.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Pretty cool.
So it's amazing, and I think the younger generation do know of Paul Anka now more than ever. Probably because of TikTok. Have you heard of TikTok?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, TikTok. So Paul Anka's
I have no idea how to use it or what it means, but I know it's out there.
Well, if Paul Anka can use it, I'm pretty sure you can.
I probably should. People have told me to get on TikTok, but this comes up every time, Darren. Every time. What, are you on Instagram? Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Okay, I'm on Instagram. Are you on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Are you on Twitter? No, I'm not going on Twitter. Are you on Messenger? Yeah, I'm on Messenger. Yeah, you on WhatsApp? Can I get you on WhatsApp? All right, I'll join WhatsApp. Oh, do you want to do Snapchat? Hey, let's go on Snapchat. Crazy, right? Now I've got to get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Can we just put it all in one place, people?
There you go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Just send me an email of all the lists of all of the platforms you want me on, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Then I'm on what were we doing last year? Asana, which is like...
Asana.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was on Asana, then now this year I'm on Trello, and I'm on Teams, Outlook.
Oh, God.
I
Skype?
on Skype, Zoom.
Zoom, yep.
Zoom on
What is
Zoom as well. Man, look, I should just bring back MySpace,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck happened.
I think I was at the very end of MySpace days.
Yeah.
Never got to experience it.
I had a band account on...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a band page on
nice.
on MySpace.
Nice.
And then Facebook came out and we called it My Face, which is...
My Face.
Or Spacebook.
The Book of Faces.
Yeah, the Book of Faces. But now, I tried to get to a point where I wanted to get off Facebook.
Yeah.
But I run a social media business, and that's kind of impossible.
It's hard. Yeah.
That's impossible.
Yeah, it's very impossible.
Yeah, you can't get off it. Everything runs through it, man.
Everything.
Well, I looked at it this way. When you have a gig, right?
Yeah.
If there was no internet, right, you would have a flyer.
Yep.
You would have a newspaper.
Yep.
So you'd be in the teleclassifieds. You would be in the ad in the paper.
Yep.
You would get people to put posters on poles around the venue.
Yep.
And that's what Facebook is.
Yeah.
It's telegraph poles.
Brings it all in one.
Yeah, they even call it a post, right? You got a post, which I think is to do with publishing and posting. But I'm just having a bit of a dig. But no, but you do. You would go and put all these things on posts.
Yeah.
And we don't do that anymore.
No.
What we do is we put we do it for the festival, right? We put up a poster. We stand in front of it and take a photograph of us in front of the poster, and then we post that.
Yeah. Common sense there.
It's a full mise-en-scène, man. No, poster's not good enough. We need to make a poster, stand in front of it, and photograph that.
There you go.
And post that.
Look, we're here.
Yeah. And we need to put it on Instagram. We need to put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
We need to put it on MySpace. Yeah.
There you go. So many different marketing options.
Yeah. So maybe, maybe I should get on TikTok. Maybe I should. I think you convinced me. Fuck, another one.
Maybe.
That's what I need is another fucking platform. Yeah. Speaking of platforms, though, I think podcasts are these weird sort of niche platforms because people are doing them everywhere, right?
Yeah.
There's 900,000 podcasts out there.
Yeah.
Not licensed podcasts, but recognised is probably the right word. 900,000 recognised podcasts. I think I'm in the top 900,000.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. That's all right.
I think there's 800,000 people that are doing it better than me.
Could be a little bit better.
No, I think I've probably climbed 50,000 in the last, couple of weeks.
That's all right. That's actually very good.
Oh no, man, the Spotify audience, I love you guys. Keep listening.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You're going to subscribe though. Get on YouTube and goddamn subscribe. It's more. It makes it easier for us. Trust me.
Hit that red button.
Yeah, hit that button and the notifications. It's right about there.
Turn them on.
Ding. Turn it on. Don't talk dirty to it. Just press the button. Sorry, I'm totally digressing here. Where were we going? Oh yeah, there's Paul Anka, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to his albums today.
Okay, nice.
And just recognised so much music, man.
Yeah.
So many different genres.
Yeah, heaps of different, yeah.
That's what the thing that blew my mind about that dude is that, you would hear some of his iconic music, which you would find in gangster films, like maybe Goodfellas or, I think some of his music in Goodfellas. I think, but then I listened to one of his songs and I was like, this is out of... Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Leaving Las Vegas. Not Leaving Las Vegas.
Honeymoon in Vegas?
Honeymoon in Vegas. I'm like, man, and that's a comedy.
Yeah.
So from a gangster film to comedy.
It's crazy, all the genres.
Yeah, just a really cool dude that you've never heard of.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, the young people of this generation, I feel like they're starting to learn about the 50s through Paul Anka. Especially since he's got TikTok, he connects more with our generation. And it is interesting. And if I go to someone, do you know who Paul Anka is? They would say no. If I play Put Your Head on My Shoulders, they'll go, boom, I know that song. So, or My Way, boom, I know that song.
Yeah, totally.
So, and you'll be like, oh, so he sings it. He wrote that. And whatever. Paul Anka's been such a success for me.
Yeah.
So I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. Next time you're doing it, I should definitely come to your show.
Oh,
I've seen you online. I haven't been to one of your shows, so I'll definitely come to one of your shows.
Bring you in.
Yeah. Bring me in. The crazy guy with his hat backwards in the corner filming you. All right. I love you, Deren.
Love it.
And then come up to me. Don't touch me. It's COVID.
My bubble. Remember the bubble.
Non-COVID bubble. But look, let me go back to when we met.
Yeah.
So
that was a while ago.
We met a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Through mutual acquaintances.
Yep.
I shot that film. We worked on a film called Another Crack in the Wall.
In the Wall, yep.
And every time I hear that title, I think of Pink Floyd, by the way.
Of course you do.
All in all, it's just another crack in the wall.
Oh, yeah, sing it.
So, yes, but that was June's production, directed by Bina. Another shout out to Bina, the shout out queen of the Pagey train.
Amazing.
Yeah. She gets the most shout outs.
Oh,
next to the J Man, actually. While you're out there, J Man, if you're listening, big shout out to you. You've got nothing to do with this conversation, but big shout out.
Why not?
Yeah, so we shot that film. You were the adolescent older boy.
Yeah, I was.
Did you punch the hole in the wall? Was it you? I can't remember who punched the hole in the wall.
I don't think I did. I dyed my hair for the gig.
I thought you always had blonde hair.
Nah.
But I remember your line in it.
Go on.
Yeah, you want me to do it?
Go do it.
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't even do anything.
Oh, that's it. I didn't even do anything. It's always resonated.
Still remember it. It's stuck in here.
Yeah, when you do things like that, it's always stuck in there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, do you ever find this, though, when you're doing lyrics, right?
Yeah.
If you try and think of them,
they
won't come
out. Nah.
You can't get them out.
Nah.
But the music starts playing.
Yeah.
Bang, you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you think
you gotta feel it as well?
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I jump on stage, I do my first song, I'm overthinking and I'm like the nerves hit me and I just go, come on Deren, don't think of it, take a deep breath, they're all here to see you. So you're in character now, you're Elvis, or you're Paul.
Yeah.
And yeah, just sing that first song. And that's what I do and how I go about it. I don't think of the lyrics. Because once you do start thinking of the lyrics, for me anyway, you just start, it goes down.
I think that's like with any performance. Once you start thinking about a performance rather than feeling it, then you're going to get into trouble.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got to, especially as an artist, you got to really connect to the songs you sing, especially to the character you're portraying. So yeah, it was a challenge, but I've finally mastered it. Yeah.
Well, I think it's the same for people that do originals, right?
Yeah.
Because you'd have that stigmatism of, well, you're just doing tribute art,
Yeah.
right? And it's not it's not doing originals. But I see a very strong similarity between doing tribute art and
Yeah.
just being your own persona.
Yep.
Because when I do heavy metal, it's not the same guy you're talking to.
Wouldn't be.
It couldn't be. It's not the same guy. It's a character.
Yeah.
You may have. Don't get me wrong. You're up there being yourself.
Yeah.
But you're written a character and you're performing a role.
Yeah.
And that's something that's extra to yourself.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I find it very similar in that
Alright.
regard. Because I sing covers all the time.
Yeah.
My neighbours know them very well. Actually, before you rocked up, I was upstairs with Misty, and we were drinking mimosas, which is our drink of the week or the month. What day is this?
Friday.
It's Friday today.
God, it's Friday. You reminded me.
So you know what day it is? Thank God. Like I have no fucking idea what day it is these days. So it's Friday, right?
I think it's
It's
Friday.
Friday. Okay.
All right, it's Friday.
Someone should ring a bell or something at some point in the week and let me know where we're at. But I've been drinking mimosas and we're out there, and I next my mimosa, and then you get really charged because it's full of orange juice and champagne. And champagne makes you get drunk quicker.
Yeah.
And the OJ's got a lot of sugar in it, so you get this
hype.
I get really hyped. So I was singing Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
What's her most famous song? We'll Always Love You, right?
Had to think of it.
But I was doing a metal version
Oh, okay, nice.
of Whitney Houston, and
Okay.
it was working.
All right.
Like amazing.
Oh, wow.
I can't do it now because I'll blow our ears off. But I was upstairs and I was full bellowing, right?
Oh, wow.
Full volume,
Yeah.
fully going at it. And then I thought, let me try and bolt this onto other songs. So I did a bit of Phil Collins in the Air Tonight.
Okay. How'd that go?
Fucking awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had
Wow.
a ripper time, man.
Oh, wow.
And I realised, man, maybe I should do a bit more of this.
Yeah.
Doing these metal versions of songs that aren't supposed to be metal.
Nah. Just discovering a new pathway.
Yeah, I think you got to pull it back a bit. You can't go full El Screamo on it.
Yeah.
You still are. You still have to sing in key.
Yeah.
Right. And you still have to remain in key and then bend a note.
Yeah.
Right here and there, especially in Whitney. I figured out in the high notes I can go full screamo. Because when you do that transition, right, you're going through the octaves.
Yeah.
And you do that transition to an octave that you just can't do. Right? It's out of your range. So as soon as I get out of my range, I'm switch it into full screamo.
Yeah.
And it was working. I'm like,
Wow.
yeah. Misty could not stop laughing at me. She's going, you are an insane person. And I was doing it that loud, like the neighbours would know.
Yeah.
They would definitely would have heard heavy metal.
They'll probably want more of it.
Yeah, I love you. My darling you. It was way louder than that, I can assure you.
Yeah.
It was really bad. Oh, not really bad, but it was good for me, but bad for the neighbours.
Yeah.
I do get put off. They've got dogs, right? Both sides.
Yeah.
And when I'm practicing for rehearsal, because I rehearse to go to rehearsal.
Okay.
Well, I look at it. What I realised in COVID is something that I forgot. You know how sometimes you forget things about yourself.
Yeah.
So if I don't sing at least twice in a fortnight,
Yep.
I can do it twice in a week
Yep.
and skip a week. That's okay. But I need to sing at least twice in a fortnight.
Yep.
At full capacity.
All right.
I need to open the throttle and sing.
Yep.
If I don't do that, I lose my fitness.
Ooh. Yeah. I know what you're talking about here.
You know what I mean? Like you lose your voice fitness.
Yeah.
And so to make sure that I can bring it when I do rehearsal, because it's 4 hours of screaming into a microphone, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of because that's the good thing about when you do a show, you might only do a 40-minute show.
Yeah.
But when you do 4 hours of screaming, that 40 minutes is there's nothing. It's nothing.
Nothing.
It's nothing. Right? But to get to that point, you need to move, have that muscle memory.
Yeah.
So I sing a lot of covers.
Yeah.
A lot of metal covers, a lot of unusual shit I sing. I spin a lot of people out because they're like, "You're a heavy metal singer, man." I'm like, "Yeah, but this is Tom Jones, man."
Tom Tom Jones.
Yeah, I love this shit, man. Anything like I've got an album there, which is all of the James Bond opening scenes.
Yep.
Opening credit music.
Yep. You've done them.
Yeah, I've seen them all. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll even do like Queen, man.
Ooh.
I try to do Bohemian Rhapsody so much, so you won't get it all right.
No.
But it's a good challenge.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Like I mean, probably giving it a go.
Yeah.
Like not just Mickey Mousing around, like trying to land it.
Yeah.
Like the heavy metal, I find there's a lot of heavy metal stuff that I can land.
Yeah.
Pretty easy because that's what I do all the time. But getting outside of that keeps you fit.
Wow.
Keeps you sharp. You know, you got to stay sharp.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, you know, it's one of those old codger things to say, but the older I get, the more practice I have to do.
All right.
You lose your fitness, man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess I fear sometimes that one day I'll just blow it out.
Yeah.
Like, blow out my voice and I won't be able to do it ever again. It's one of my biggest fears in life.
Yeah, you got to take care of your vocals.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing.
Totally.
Like, I go concerts and, you know, you're screaming out those songs and you're like, shit, I've got a gig this weekend.
Yes,
you're like,
don't blow it out, man.
Whoops.
Well, I've got other singer mates that they would say, don't even talk.
Oh, okay.
The day of your gig. Don't even speak to anyone.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything like...
Well, they're hardcore.
Yeah, but they will do like practice the day before.
Yeah.
Right, they'll practice, but they'd let all the 2 days before they'll do their set, and then the day of the gig won't talk to anyone.
Okay.
Because when they go out, they got 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you do that, if you're doing a show every week,
yeah,
and you know going L Cookie Monster on that shit, you're gonna blow a full valve. I call it blowing a microchip. Yeah, man. Sometimes I sing so hard that I don't have enough oxygen going in.
Yeah.
I run out of air and I get a headache.
Oh. Okay.
And then I can push that headache to an hour or more of doing it if I want to.
Yeah.
But I was doing this when I was like, because I find when I do heavy metal, it's like very body involved.
Yeah.
You have to really, that's why they call it guttural vocals. You need to, like, you bring it from the bottom.
Diaphragm,
man. It's all muscle.
Yeah.
You got to use your muscles to do it. And if you do that for a long time, you'll actually get stronger doing it. But there's the zen of music, the zen of screaming. And there's a speech therapist out there who started working with heavy metal vocalists because they were blowing their voices.
Wow.
So then she'd do speech therapy techniques in heavy metal music.
Yeah.
And I got a copy of it and I started doing the exercises.
Ooh, nice.
And that was about 10 years ago.
10 years? Oh, wow. Okay, then.
And it changed my life, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, like, when I was at the, when I've been in the peak in different bands that I've been in, I wouldn't get a headache, always had enough oxygen, was always fit and strong to sing. Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so something that would happen at, every second rehearsal that I'd do, I'd have to quit and go, sorry guys, you guys play on with me. I'm busted. I can't do it anymore. Yeah. That would be out 3 hours into a jam.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, and then you can't be with your mates anymore. And you can't jam, right? So doing the Zen of Screaming changed my life, but I forgot all about that. During COVID. Totally forgot all this shit.
So you're just getting back there rehearsing?
Yeah, because you're rehearsing all the time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And once you get your routine all fucked up, you're out of practice. I went to practice and I'm like, that was the worst practice I've ever done in my life. Wow. And I've done some bad practices. Like, I've been awake for 3 days, hung over, still a little bit pissed, and I've done a better job than that. That was bad. That was really bad. I think I only lasted like 3 songs, something like that.
Oh, wow.
But, so then after that, I started going down to the studio with different singing mates and belting out some covers, man.
Nice.
Got my fitness back.
Yeah.
Brought it back. Totally brought it back.
Nice.
Whitney, I pay a tribute to Whitney Houston today, as a matter of fact.
That will be in the next video.
Yeah. Just watching the comments, and I'll put the post up there.
Nice.
But man, let me just go back to Elvis for a second.
Yeah.
So you've only been doing Elvis for about a year.
Yeah, a year.
So you haven't done Parks yet? Did you go to Parks?
I actually have not done Parks yet.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. A lot of people have been telling me to go. I'm just waiting till the moment where I'm going to give it my 100%, and boom. So there's only very limited people my age that do the young Elvis. So the 50s kind of Elvis. And there's I think about 4 or 5 of us. in Australia, and so it gets very competitive, very competitive. And for me personally, I believe that it shouldn't be this competitive. Like, you shouldn't have to compete, to say you're the best, which is the great thing with Paul Anka. So no one's competing with me.
Yeah.
It's just me. So it's pretty cool. But back to the Elvis. Yeah. So, a lot of people.
That's strange though that they were all, so there's 5 of you guys in Australia,
5 or 6, something like
that are competing for the same spot.
Yeah, same title,
and that's and for the same title, and they will get more airtime at parks.
Exactly.
Okay, I see.
So
that's hectic, man.
It's crazy, and it's just very competitive, and I just don't feel ready for that.
Sounds clicky. Sounds like it'd be a clicky group. You need to crack that shit and get in.
Like, we don't hate each other. No one hates each other, but once you're on that stage, it's like, this is my moment, giving it my all, and believe me, they give it their all. Like, the dancing's one thing, the singing's another thing, the looking like Elvis is another thing. It's just crazy.
There's a few dimensions to that. Yeah, you're right.
And especially the way, like, the judges judge you. They judge you on your performance, they judge you on your skill. If you do one thing wrong in that song, boom, you're out, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very, very, very,
sounds tight.
Yeah.
It sounds really tight and stressful.
So, but the cool thing is,
I suppose if you want to be the king, you got to be the king, right?
There you go.
Yeah, I had to get that in there.
Yeah, you had to put it in there.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, Elvis is a great pursuit, but I reckon you're onto something else there, man. I reckon there's some legs in that.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, we're slowly gonna. Hopefully next year it's still on. If it is, I will go down.
Do you reckon you get away with doing Paul Anka at parks?
Ooh. I don't know.
That would be bold, right? Imagine you get away with that.
That would be crazy.
Maybe, I don't know. Look, I'm not speaking on behalf of the town of Parks or the council, or the association that puts together the festival.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They started out really small, right? They started out in a cafe.
Oh, okay.
I think it would have been about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So we did a story when I was working in news. We did a story on it, and I remember from the story at that time, I think they'd been going for like 10 years, and in their 10th year, they were making $9 million.
Oh wow, crazy.
Well, it's life changing, right, for a town.
A lot of people love Elvis.
Yeah,
so they're gonna travel.
Do you know it's the biggest pilgrimage for Elvis impersonators in the world?
Oh wow, didn't know that.
You'd think it's Vegas, right? You'd think in your mind that it's Vegas
or something.
Parks is the biggest.
Wow. Yeah. There you go.
So no wonder it's that competitive.
Yeah.
I reckon though. I reckon you should rock the boat. Get up there, show 'em Paul.
This was it like. So the cool thing, I guess the reason why it's so competitive is one of the competitions they have is you win a trip to go perform in Memphis. I think it's at Graceland.
That'd be super cool.
It is so cool. And then you go into the ultimate competition, and Elvis Enterprise, they give you like a prize, and you get the title of Ultimate Tribute Artist of the Year, which is so cool. So I would love to get something like that going, but not in the next few years anyway. Yeah. Just still building up my own, character.
Yeah, getting your character going, getting your profile going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up, but I used to when I was working in TV, I worked with well, not directly with, but indirectly with a show called The Tribute Show.
Okay.
And these guys would do like I've forgotten his name. It will come to me. It'll come to me.
It'll come to you.
You'd always do the typing. Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis, okay.
So they do stuff like Jerry Lewis, and they would go outside of the box. Like they would have, I think the least thing that you saw was Elvis impersonators.
Yeah.
That's the least thing you saw. It was more about tribute acts and about paying tribute. So they do stuff like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
But their whole band would be totally decked out like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
They do Phil Collins.
Oh, nice.
They're doing all these different things, man. I'll look them up and see if we get you in touch with those guys, because those guys, man, they are doing back. It would have been only about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
These guys are doing shows all around Australia.
Wow.
That are like blowing the socks off people.
Yeah.
Because they'd have a contrast in their show, right? So they would have, a Jerry Lewis bit, right?
Yeah.
Where he does a comedy bit.
Yeah.
And then they would put on a musician. And then they would do another comedy bit.
Nice.
So they had this contrast through the show.
Yeah.
And I think they were onto something that was pretty clever, I reckon.
Keep people on their seats, on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, got variety.
Yeah.
So because then they've increased their variety by, you don't just have an Elvis fan that's showing up.
Yeah.
Everyone will like it.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's something you don't like, there'll be something that you do.
Yeah.
It would be hard to find the person that didn't like anything about the show. And if you found that person, don't come to the fucking show. Stay home.
You're quarantined.
Yeah. Put on a mask and go home.
There you have it.
There you have it. Yeah, no, I'll definitely check that out. They were called the Tribute Show.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
If I totally forget about it when I do the promo shots after, just look up the Tribute Show.
I will.
Yeah, they're doing cool things, man.
Oh, wow.
It's a cool network.
Yeah.
Not a network I've been heavily involved with, but the things that I've seen of it are really cool.
Nice.
So they'll be doing the same sort of things, RSL venues, and they're doing cruises. Not that they're popular at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I've got a lot of friends that do the cruises as well. They love it. They absolutely love it.
Cruises are the best.
Yeah. Well, they get paid well.
Yeah.
And they get to be on a cruise.
There you go. Yeah, we had one earlier this year, actually.
You did a cruise?
Yeah, Carnival Splendor.
What was that like? What was it called again?
Carnival Splendor.
Carnival Splendor.
Yeah. So that was amazing. Best week of my life, I guess.
Yeah, wow.
Love cruises.
Well, take us through it. So, like, they hire you to be a performer on the ship, and they give you a room, and
there you go. And they chuck you in a room, and they give you set times when you're performing. And it's crazy. So I got to do the piano room. Had a pianist and basically sang some songs. And then I had my own show, my separate show. Where at the time it was just Elvis because I didn't do Paul Anka. And I had my Elvis Presley show, tribute to the King. And every night, like not every night, like I did it 3 nights. But all those 3 nights, it was packed. And man,
that would be super cool.
Those ladies, gotta tell you, those ladies love it. They love it.
I bet. Oh man, I think. But imagine like taking because that's what I mean. Like people expect Elvis, right?
Yeah.
People don't expect Paul Anka.
Yeah.
I reckon, man. I know I've been. I think it's the 3rd time I've harped on about it. Sorry, everybody. But I just. I think it's great. Imagine taking that on cruises because then people will be like, I know this song.
Yeah.
I know this.
Like it's got big hits. Diana. You Are My Destiny. It's just got such big hits, and I'm so glad I can sing them.
That kind of works out. Where, imagine that you can get, say, Elvis tribute to open for Paul Anka tribute.
Well,
that would be cool.
We're actually thinking about that.
That's a good idea. I haven't like let the cat out of the bag or anything.
Nah, it's all right. It'll be fine. But no, we're trying to incorporate that into our. We've got a tour next. Hopefully goes on. But we've got an Australian tour coming up next year.
Holy shit!
End of next year, Octoberish. So that's going to probably be my biggest thing as a performer as of yet, because I've never toured before. I've always done those venues, here and there. But this is going to be something very big, something very different for me. Because we always use backing tracks, and to get a live band, wow, you're gonna have the feel. So
it's totally different, man.
Oh, definitely.
That's night and day.
Yeah. So we've had a band once before. Honestly, I would prefer that any day over the backing tracks. But, people still love the backing tracks as long as you're still portraying your character, you're giving the mood.
But they're there for the vocalists. They're not there for the backing track.
Exactly.
But when you've got a band, you're there for the show.
Yeah. So you can call it a show. It's amazing. So...
And as well as a muso, right? When you're communicating with the musicians on stage, there's nothing like it.
Nah.
There's
Definitely.
nothing like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I've just started to experience that pathway,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting there. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Man, you should be. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man. Good on you, man. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You've done that. That is really cool.
Yeah.
So where's the tour start? Do you have any details yet, or are you still in limbo?
It's still in limbo just because of the COVID.
Of course.
We had set locations, but unfortunately, we don't want to put them out just in case the place gets shut down.
Yeah.
Or something like that happens. So we're waiting. We're not going to get confirmation till about March, April.
Okay.
Anyway, which sucks.
Oh man, I'll have to get you back when you need to promote it.
There you
have to
go.
get back when you need to promote it, man. I'll help you promote it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so unfortunately that's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything else, the planning's going great. So we're going to be doing, you know, Queensland, Sydney, Victoria, hopefully Tasmania, and then New Zealand.
I go on the NZ.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So it's crazy. Yeah, so we actually had a competition coming up recently, but we're still in limbo because we don't know if we can go to New Zealand and if we can come back.
Well, they got their own COVID, non-COVID bubble.
Yeah.
Well, not so much at the moment, but, you know,
Yeah.
it's better than our bubble.
Better than our bubble. So, it's just crazy.
Oh, man, and yeah, like I was saying, I'm just being over it.
Yeah.
Like, fucking COVID, man. Fucking really.
Yeah.
I had 2 films planned this year. We had some great prospects for the festival. All of that is in question.
Yeah.
And that's just my little world.
Yeah.
Add all of our little worlds together, and you got a major problem.
Yeah.
You know,
Big time.
But as I say, like, I think there's a silver lining out there, man.
Yeah.
I reckon because of international acts not being able to come to Australia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
opportunity, I reckon.
That's opportunity.
Yeah.
And people are going to want it. Like, don't get me wrong. There's going to be people that become agoraphobic, where they don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
But
we've seen that already.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
But I think generally, people want to go to the pub.
Yeah.
And they want to see an act. This is what I saw on the news. I didn't bring it up before. This is what I
Yeah.
saw on the news. Not that you should watch the news, people, because it's turning into disaster porn. But if you can stand disaster porn for 5 minutes, you might get some tippets. And might. And one of the ones I heard this week was that the federal government is releasing funding for pubs that put on live acts.
Okay.
So they're trying to encourage pubs to put on live acts.
Yeah.
So remove some of their pokies.
Yeah.
Put on a live act.
That would be better anyway.
They'll open the entire world for us.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
any genre. Whatever genre. They'll open it up.
Yeah. I reckon now more than ever, people are missing live music.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's just different. Like nowhere to go. No, like you can't meet up with friends, grab a beer, you know, go to this show on this night and this show on this night. It's just work, home, work, home.
Well, it's home, work, home. No, work at home, work at home, work at home. Sorry. I love all of you guys that I work with. But seriously, if you email me stupid shit anymore, I'm going to lose it. No, but I think there will be, like, there, like you say, I think people have re-recognised the value of music at venues. Yeah. Because that died. Like you're on the younger end of the scale, man. It's like, to sound like an old codger, I've watched the waves happen. Yeah. Like, it comes in waves. Yeah. But I think the next wave that's coming is bigger than anything that we've seen in the last 20 years for music in Australia. Yeah. I reckon people are going to be hungry to see live acts because they want to go out and socialise again. Yeah. There will be a percentage of people, like I say, that probably won't venture out and wear a mask forever. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I encourage those people to, venture out when everything's okay and come and see a show. But if you came to see a show, go buy a ticket. Go and see a local act.
Support your local artists.
Support your local artists. It's like produce, man. Support your local producer, right? Support your local artists. Because we work hard, man. Yeah. Like,
there's a lot of hours that go, behind the scenes.
No, you just rock up and perform, isn't it? Yeah. You just rock up, sing a couple of songs and fuck off.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bob's your uncle.
It's that easy. That's why everyone does it.
Yeah.
No, it's way fucking harder than that. Yeah. So much work.
It is a lot of work. And it does pay off. Like, for me, the way it pays off is to see those people smile and having a good time. And that's what it really means, to me.
Well, I find for me when I'm on stage, it's a bit of a paradox.
Yeah.
There's two things that are going on that are totally opposite.
Yeah.
It's totally self-serving. I love doing it. I'll do it to an empty room, man. I love doing it. I just love singing, man.
Yeah.
Love doing it. Love being in a band. Love performing.
Yeah.
Love going to rehearsal. Rehearsal's the same to me.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same as the performance.
Yeah.
I get drunk on stage, make a fool of me and my band, and
Love that.
argue with the promoter, try and get paid, and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Bye-bye.
No, I definitely enjoy performing. It's a very selfish thing.
Yeah.
But doing it, it's a selfless thing. You're there to
Yeah.
entertain people and make a connection, communicate, make someone's day better.
Exactly.
So they're the two things that I run in sort of parallel or a paradoxical relationship.
Yeah.
I find that, it's a selfish thing that I'm doing, but I'm doing it for someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'd do without it. Like, that's where COVID was really strange for me.
Yeah.
I stopped singing.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise I stopped singing because
Yeah.
it was the routine changed.
Yeah.
And we're all busy catching up, right?
Exactly.
We're all busy catching up
We're
and
all
staying
behind.
Yeah, we're all well behind.
Yeah.
I've got people at work at the moment emailing me, and I can tell by their tone they've started to figure out that we're in a crisis.
Yeah. Only just now.
Just now. Like, now you got it. They're like, I need you to buy this for me. We're in austerity. We don't spend money. I'm like, oh, so we're in a crisis? Yes, we are. Welcome.
Welcome.
Better late than not fucking never, right?
Welcome to my world.
Yes, no, you're all lovely people.
Yeah.
Most of you. No, I have insane conversations with people normally, but now that those insane conversations are now happening in my professional life,
Yeah.
life has turned itself upside down in the weirdest way.
Yeah.
But look, just to comment on working at home, a lot of people would think, working from home is fucking
So much
great.
easier, It's great.
It's not.
Nah.
It's just not. You
It's
work
not
longer.
the same.
You work, but now, would you live at work?
No.
Then why the fuck would you want to work at home?
It's like basically waking up, jumping in your room, working, and jumping out of that room and go, oh shit, I just worked, I'm under the same roof.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
There's no disconnect.
No.
So you need to have, I recommend to people, you need to have strict guidelines. Like, if it's 4 o'clock, I don't answer an email, man.
Yeah.
I'm not on call.
Yeah.
I don't answer after 4.
Out of here.
I'm out of here. I've knocked off.
Yeah.
And I won't answer it before 8.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you look at it, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into a rabbit hole with this. I'm just saying that set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Because I'm someone that does extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
A filmmaker and a singer.
Yeah.
I've got work to do.
You've got a lot of work.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And I do that in my off hours.
Yeah.
So the good thing about COVID is I got more off hours because there's no commute time.
Exactly.
So that's actually made it worse. And now I'm working because at least the commute is a rest.
Yeah.
I'm not even resting between work now. So 4 o'clock hits.
Crazy.
Working on Made in the West, working on the podcast, working on the band.
Yeah.
Right? And trying to fit in a space where I can write music and write film.
Do you have you time?
That is my you time.
Oh.
This is where it becomes a paradox.
Yeah.
I'm whinging about something right now.
Yeah.
Right? I'm totally whinging about it, but I'm fucking loving it. Because I'm a fucking workaholic and I need to go to a meeting or something.
I feel you.
Just calm down, man. Take a day for you. I get halfway through a movie.
Yeah.
And then I go do some work. It's getting...
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Ross. I'm a workaholic.
That's me.
It's me, man. But I guess, I don't know. Sometimes I do take a day.
Yeah. It's good to take a day.
You have to.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time at the gym as well.
Mm-hmm.
The gym is helpful.
Yeah.
That's where I get outside of myself and get into a physical space and in a meditative space.
Yeah.
Especially swimming. I find swimming,
Nice.
I become very relaxed.
Yeah.
Even though I'm caning it.
You're still relaxed.
Yeah. I need to lose 3 kilos.
Can't stop now.
Yeah, but I guess, physical activity is good.
Yeah.
But I need more sunshine. I haven't had enough sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm getting depressed about that.
Especially now, the weather's just very crappy.
Yeah, the weather's crap and we're inside.
Yeah.
There's no commute. Like,
No.
at least I'd get sunshine between here and the car. I don't even get that anymore. Went to the letterbox the other day. What a fucking mission that was.
Did you dress up?
Man, I've got the best COVID outfits. Man.
All right.
I have the best COVID outfits.
You got to show me.
Oh man, I wear like full tracksuits matching.
Oh, nice.
I've got Adidas tracksuit, cabbie hat, Ugg boots.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
I've got some Kappas as well, Kappa tracksuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Yeah. I've made myself look like a British gangster while I'm hanging around the house. So when mail comes to the door, it's fucking hilarious. Because I'll go to the door dressed as a gangster, and they'll go, "Oh, okay. Here's your coffee. Thanks. Have a good day." Man, I wore it to the shops.
Yeah,
like, I wore a full tracksuit to the shops.
Yeah.
And people get the fuck out of your way. It's bizarre. And it's totally a persona, right? I'm totally a total nerd, a total geek.
Yeah.
Totally.
But once you jump in those clothes...
Yeah, people have a perception of you.
Yeah.
It's the same as that persona on stage, right?
Exactly.
You dress for that
costume,
act. That costume...
Yeah,
it gives off a signal to people.
Yeah,
and they register to that signal.
Exactly. Yeah,
and that's what I mean. Original tribute doesn't matter. You're wearing an outfit to bring a persona.
Yeah.
And some people would argue with me about that. They go, "No, man, when I'm on stage, I'm just me, man." Like, do you wear those clothes to work? No, you don't. You don't.
Unless you do. Very unusual.
Yeah, I suppose. I think last time I was on stage. No, that was the second last time I was on stage. I was wearing a fur coat.
Do you wear that around?
No, I don't. I bought it for a costume party, and I'm like, $38. I'm gonna get two uses out of this.
Yeah.
So I went to the costume party and then wore it on stage.
Nice.
Yeah. Faux fur. It wasn't real fur.
Yeah.
Before you guys go crazy. I'd never harm an animal unless I was eating it.
There you go.
Wouldn't eat it alive though. That's just too much.
Nah.
Going into weird space, man. We must be at the end of the podcast. Man, if people need to check you out online, where can they find you?
So yeah, I've got a website up. So www.derenpresley.com.
Mm-hmm.
So got all my upcoming shows on there. Mm-hmm. Merch, tours, all that stuff.
You got merch?
Yeah, you gotta have merch.
You gotta have merch.
We just brought out these new masks, these new face masks.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are buying them, surprisingly. So it's crazy.
Merch goes really well, man.
Yeah,
I was surprised when I started selling merch, man.
Yeah.
It goes quick.
You should start. Do you sell merch?
Yeah, but I've got to set up a better portal.
Okay.
So I've been selling merch for. I've got some new samples for the Pagey train.
Yep.
And I've got some new samples for Made in the West.
Nice.
I've got a couple of mugs, a couple of shirts, that sort of thing. And the band stuff sells really well.
Nice.
So
you sell that on your website?
Yeah. Oh no, we sell it through Facebook.
Oh,
actually.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah,
Didn't even know you could do that.
Stupid way to do it. Don't do it. Do it on website and use Facebook to get people to your website.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah,
but don't do it on Facebook.
Nah,
it's counterproductive.
Yeah,
it's a pain in the ass. But it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It's just a shitty way to do business. But at the moment, so I was going to set that up. Before Corona showed up.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to set up this portal, sell this merch. But I got the samples through, so guys, I will have the merch out. I know I've been promising for a while, but I've got to lay out some cash, okay? Got to lay out a couple of G's, and then we'll get that merch out. So
there you go.
They are demanding it. So
yeah. Nice.
So merch is way more successful than I thought it would be.
Oh, nice.
Even half-assed effort that it is.
It's a risk. It's a risk you take. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just buy 20 units.
Exactly.
And go, I'm gonna make $20. Right? That doesn't work.
You got to buy 1,000.
You got to buy 1,000 units, man. Or some things you get away with 300 units.
Yeah.
But then the unit price is really high, and you're making $7.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not even worth it.
No.
Well, $7 is a good margin, but I try to get it to 12. You get $12 per unit on whatever you're selling.
Yeah.
And that's including your postage overhead.
Yeah.
Then you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Once you get around that $12 mark, then you're getting a quicker return.
Yeah.
$8, $6, $7.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass. You need to double that.
Yeah.
Got to double. Oh, Jesus.
That's the first time.
Yeah, no, well, you don't have the record. The record is 8 seconds.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Luke did it last week.
Oh.
He has the record.
Okay.
I think you're coming last in the mic bumping.
There's Luke.
Yeah, there's you. You're there. People, every show.
Thanks, Luke.
Every show, they bump the mic. And you guys all get like, oh shit, I bumped the mic. You just all do that. And I try to say something before the show, don't worry about bumping the mic.
Yeah.
But now this has been running for too long. I can't warn the next guest. I can't.
You can't.
Because you guys always bump the mic. And you always get upset.
Yeah.
And I'm upset for you. Because I'm like, shit, man. They feel bad about bumping the mic. It's a smart up. It'll move around anywhere you want. It's designed for that. It will work for that.
Yeah. If it was my mic, I wouldn't care less, but it's your mic.
That's okay. I
Respect the mic.
Respect the mic. Don't do a mic drop, man. We've got to pay for this shit. But just to rehash that, so you can go to deren.presley.com.au.
Deren Presley.
Deren Presley.
Yeah.
Derenpresley.com.au.
Yeah, and you can also head to my Instagram, so that's the Deren Presley, or Facebook Deren Presley.
Yeah, great. Make sure you go and tick
all
like,
out
guys. Go and support Deren.
Thank you.
And while you're at it, don't forget to go and support the Pagey Train.
Yes, definitely.
Subscribe. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, YouTube, BoobTube. Man, we are fucking everywhere. Whatever you are listening or watching it on, subscribe. It's very helpful. But once again, man, thank you very, very much for being on the show. We'll do double shake.
Yeah,
double
we'll do
shakes.
double shake.
Double shake. You guys have been watching the Pagey Train. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Had to add that in there.
Had to add it in. Man, that was an excellent show. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Woo!
All right, just
Oh, that was crazy.
Shots.
Yeah, of course.